channel. Welcome back to another video. I am super excited to share with you these 4 super simple one-pot meals. This is going to make cleanup a breeze, and you are going to have a delicious dinner on the table in no time at all. If you enjoy one-pot meals, let me know in the comments because it is one of my very favorite things to cook. So without further ado, let's get to cooking.
Right, so we are going to start off with Instant Pot beef and potato stew. And I used regular ground beef instead of using the traditional steak, so it came out pretty good and it's a cheaper version. So I started with 2 large sweet potatoes, 1 red bell pepper, 1 diced onion, and 3 sliced cloves of garlic. And now we are going to put the saute mode on our Instant Pot and brown our ground beef. And of course, make sure you drain it and then remove and put to the side. Now add in another tablespoon of oil and saute up your onions and your red bell peppers. Of course, you are going to want to season this up with some salt and pepper. I usually always use salt and pepper when I am sauteing the veggies because the salt does help break them down and soften them. And now we are going to add in 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And this is just going to give it that nice rich flavor. And then add in your garlic, and we're going to saute that for another 30 seconds or so until the garlic gets nice and fragrant. Once you start smelling that amazing garlic, you are going to now add in 1 teaspoon each of cumin and chili powder. At this point, I added in a little more salt and pepper. And then you are going to add in a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Give everything a good stir. At this point, make sure that you are scraping the bottom of that pot because that is where all of those little extra bits of flavor are. And then I'm going to add in the sweet potatoes. I'm going to give that a really good stir. Be sure you are stirring after everything that you are adding here because it is actually layering in all of the flavor. And now we are adding in 4 cups of beef broth, another good stir. And now we are going to add back our ground beef, another good stir. And now we are going to add in a can of black beans. I actually did not drain these. I found that it gives it a lot of extra flavor, but if you would like to drain them, that's fine. Now we are going to seal it and cook for 20 minutes. Here is what our soup came out like. I topped it with some cilantro, avocado, and cheese, and it was so delicious. My family really enjoyed it. All right, so next up on our list is a fancy beef stroganoff. It is made a little bit differently than your traditional beef stroganoff, but it came out really, really good. So I have a pound of ribeye steak sliced, 1 large thick sliced onion, and 1 pound of mushrooms cut into quarters. To a preheated pan, we are going to add in 1 tablespoon each of butter and oil. And then we are going to saute our onions for about 5 minutes until they get translucent. And of course, season it up with some salt and pepper. Now we are going to add in our mushrooms and cook them for another 2 or 3 minutes. I did add a little bit more salt. It does help break it down, like I always tell you. So after that has been cooking for a little bit, we are going to remove it from the pan, add a little bit more oil, and I actually wound up adding oil to the actual steak here as well. This way it doesn't stick to the pan, but you do want to leave the meat and not move it around too much so it does get a crust on it. After that, you are going to add in a 1/3 cup of sherry wine. That's totally optional. You do not have to add wine. You can just add chicken stock at this point. And then once it has reduced, you are going to add back in your onions and mushrooms and stir that well. And now we are adding in 1 cup of heavy cream. And then, of course, we need some sour cream in a beef stroganoff. So I am adding here 2/3 cup of sour cream. Very important to make sure that you add the sour cream after you add the heavy cream because you want to make sure that it doesn't separate. Anyways, you're gonna let that bubble up and cook for 10 minutes, and this is how it came out. It was delicious and super fancy, and we all loved it. Next up, we're making taco spaghetti. This is super kid-friendly and comes together in no time at all. So we're gonna start with 1 yellow onion diced, 1 Roma tomato diced, and 2 tablespoons of fresh chopped cilantro. And now to my pan, I'm going to saute and brown 1 pound of ground beef, and I'm just gonna drain it, and then we're going to add in our onions and cook them for about 3 minutes. Now, here I usually would add salt, but we are adding 4 tablespoons of taco seasoning, so you do not need any extra salt since taco seasoning has plenty of salt in it. So I'm just going to saute that and cook it all together for about a minute. This way all those flavors are combined. And then we are going to add in 1 tablespoon of tomato paste along with 1 can of diced tomatoes. Now we are going to add in half of this box of spaghetti pasta. It's about 8 ounces, and then 3 cups of water. Make sure all of the pasta is submerged in the water, and then we're going to cover and cook for about 8 minutes or until the pasta is tender. And then we are going to add in 1 cup of shredded cheese. You can use any kind of cheese you'd like here. I used a Mexican blend. Here is what it came out like. I topped it with our diced Roma tomatoes and our cilantro. It's super good. That cheese melts so nicely in here, and the entire family loved this one too. For our final recipe, we are going to be making ravioli in a creamy tomato sauce. We use a store-bought ravioli, so it's super fast to put together. So we are going to start with 1 onion, 2 Roma tomatoes, a couple bell peppers, and 3 to 4 minced cloves of garlic. To our pan, we are going to add in 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and we're going to saute our onions with a little salt and pepper until they're translucent, so about 5 minutes. After that's been sauteing away, we're going to add in our chopped Roma tomatoes, and we're going to cook them down for about another minute or 2 until they're nice and soft and broken down. And then we're going to add in our ravioli. I am using an Italian sausage ravioli, and this was so delicious from the Rana brand. I think that's how you say it. So we are going to now add in our garlic and our peppers and give it all a very good stir. Of course, time for our seasonings. Here I have a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, half a teaspoon of chili flakes, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then we're just going to give that a really good stir and cook that for just a few minutes. And then we are going to stir in 1 tablespoon of tomato paste with 1/3 cup of white wine. If you don't like white wine, you can substitute it for chicken stock with a squeeze of lemon. And then we're going to add in 1/3 cup of heavy cream and 1/2 cup of chicken stock. Give this a really good stir. We're going to let this come to a simmer and simmer for about 5 minutes. And then we are going to add in our spinach. Here I have 3 cups of packed spinach. Give everything a really good stir. If you need to add more liquid, go ahead and do that. Here is what our dinner came out like. It was super delicious, filled with so much flavor, and store-bought raviolis are becoming my new favorite thing.
All right, you guys, so that is gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed it, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and the notification so you know every time I upload new content. I am going to be sharing tons of super easy recipes. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.